global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. Right now, Yesomike is getting the water on every corner. Just some few days ago, Yesomike could not hold his peace. He literally dragged out the likes of Rotimi Amechi, his former boss. Of course, Rotimi Amechi addressed that issue. Apparently, Chief Body Judge have decided to tell Nigerians exactly the fate of Yesomike in the party, giving an outline of the history of the party, not just the history of the party, and they have been following, precept by precept, word for word, what Yesomike have been doing to his past leaders, and the fact that they have given him an idea that he should actually hold his peace because they are about to cook something very nice for Yesomike. And this particular food may be such that him alone, he won't be able to finish it, and it may be too hot for him to swallow. Let's listen to him as Chief Body Judge could not hide his feelings, listed it all out, told Nigerians exactly what to expect, and that the downfall is going to be big indeed. Let's listen to him. Come back for more with my colleague.
For me, the comments from the young man, because he's the same age as my first child, to me it's a disgusting abomination and an infra dignitatem for me to lower myself and be responding to the comments made by him. A lot of elders, a lot of seasoned Nigerians have asked me not to even respond. But when I got the invitation from your station, I thought that it's an opportunity to tell the world and tell Nigerians that the political Iroko tree, the PDP, is as strong as it was from the very first beginning, as established by the founding fathers of our party. So I don't want to denigrate myself. Listening and talking is like my first child will come. When young people blow their pipes, the elders will try to correct them, and we made a slip. We made a very serious mistake at the last national convention, and we've learned our lesson. The doctrine, the format, the procedure, as established by the founding fathers, they tickled with it. They manipulated the processes, and that is what has landed us where we are. For the issue of whether there is anybody in the party that can fire Wike or not, there is a procedure. I don't have the individual authority. And let me say this. Our party is not like APC, owned by an individual. Our party was established with rules, with regulations, and if there is no individual who owns this party. The party is collectively owned by all members of the party. I am privileged, having served as a vice chairman, deputy chairman South, deputy chairman overall, and now a life member of the board of trustees, which means we own the party. We own the assets and the liabilities of the party. When people start to misbehave, it is the responsibility of the members of the board of trustees to knock everybody back in line. Wike has insulted the late Papa Clark, insulted the man who made him chairman of a local government, that's Dr. Odili, and his wife, a respectable, reliable retired justice, where he and his wife served in her chambers before they became registered lawyers. Now, he has also insulted so many of the other leaders, like President Jonathan and his wife, this amiable wife, who consciously requested that he should be the governor in Rivers. Now, you remember, having served as local government chairman, he also served as chief of staff to Rotimi Amechi, that's PDP. And then you became Minister of State for Education under the presidency of Jonathan, and then it was from there you contested and became the governor of Rivers for 8 years. You are now saying that it is the individual that has the capacity. But my young man, look, if you see any ballot box, did you see the names of any individual written on the ballot papers? Do you? So you say you built the party in Rivers. So what do you talk about Dr. Odili and all the other leaders who had left? You are an individual. Someday it will be an end to your public administration or public presence. And let me tell you, let me remind you, this was a book I read for my school certificate in 1963 or 64.
Right.
The Macbeth, the Shakespeare. You know what they said there? Life is like a walking shadow. A life that strokes and frets his heart upon the stage and his heart no more. It is like a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury. And after that, that's the end.
Right.
So it is what you have put down to the people who part of it is. Our party was established by people who committed themselves selflessly to rebuild the broken walls of our nation. Do you know, in the First Republic, what plagued this country was the majority tribes had full throttle control and the minority tribes were just mere onlookers. They came up. It was the convening man at that time was Papa Alex Ekweme, who invited Chibola Ige from the southwest. He invited Papa Solomon Land from the north central. Even Jim Mobodo, who with him were political enemies, he invited all of them and they came. And they divided Nigeria into 6 geopolitical zones. 6. You know, that is not in the national constitution of our party. They realized that this issue, there were 2 evils left behind when the British were going: tribalism and religious bigotry. So they divided us, 3 in the north, 3 in the south, and came up with 6 top positions in the land: the president, the vice president, the senate president, the speaker, the secretary to government, and the national chairman of this party. So you see, all those zones, whether you are minority or majority, someday any of these top positions will reach you. So you are not just a Nigerian being just mere onlookers. You are being invited and respected as a thoroughbred Nigerian. Because look, in your organization there, if some people are regarded as mere onlookers and some are the power brokers, how do you think things will work out? It won't work. So we are building up. That was how the PDP was formed. No individual, even Papa Alex Ekweme, who was the convening authority to the G14, he contested this presidential election twice. He lost. He never brought down the roof. So all these young minds who are thinking, it is me, it is me that did this in Rivers with that. You mean if you pass away, you will never die again? You see the emptiness in the argument that it is me. It's a collective responsibility. And that's what we are telling him. What he did by trying to close the party secretariat, which is like your father's house. You shut it down. You said they didn't pay 7 million. And I said the alternative to what you did would have been to pay the 7 million naira and then get the receipt, present it to the party managers to say, listen, you've been owing. It is disgraceful. I have paid like a committed and loyal member of your party. Your rating from 0 in terms of loyalty will jump from 0 to 100. That is what a thorough son of the soil would do. And I was advising him. I said, no. And you know the beauty of it? The president himself immediately said, no, give them 14 days to go and clear whatever angel that he cannot be dealt with by the party. That is a joke. We don't have any individual. Even if you are the leader, I am a very senior BoT member, life member. I don't have the authority to single-handedly tell him that you are fired from this party. Allow us. There is a procedure. We just had the first National Executive Committee, which is the next powerful organ after National Convention, because he's also a member of the Board of Trustees, which means he's a member of NEC. It's only NEC that can fire him and take care of him. He had pointed a left finger, poking the eyes of this party. He has challenged the authority the laws that establish this party, we will not have the I don't have the capacity, or any individual has the capacity, including the national chairman, to say it's fired. But we will take it up at the NEC meeting. It is the NEC meeting that has the capacity and the authority to discipline people of that level. And I will tell you, please hold your fire.
Okay, well,
we know you don't jump ship.
Right.